Hello, my friends. My name is Unky, and welcome back to another episode of the Mageseeker. In the last episode, we met up with Leilani, and we decided to join her band of rebels in our communal fight to overthrow the Mageseekers and build a new Demacia safe for everybody. Let's get right into it. I don't know if we read this before. Let's read it now. I flew today. I remember the first time, as a child, leaving the ground and joining the sky. I believed it a blessing that I could move so quickly, so effortlessly. But that was the last time I flew, until today. Imagine having sight, but opening your eyes to take in the beauty of the world was an act of blasphemy. Imagine having touch, but to ever do it would invite horror upon everything you know and everyone you love. Could you resist seeing? Forbid yourself from feeling? I cannot. And I will not. Here, I can finally be all of me. I can, for the first time since that day I left the ground, feel a full and real connection with the world. I can help people here. I feel free. How could that ever be wrong? I don't remember reading that before, but I love it. It gives you a real sense of just how absolutely awful the oppression of the mages is. All right, let's talk to Leilani. It's clear that that's what the game wants us to do. Hello, Leilani. Your mentor, Kara. Do you know where the Mageseekers are keeping her? We think so, but we weren't strong enough to free her. I could break her out. I bet you could. Might be good practice for you too. Practice for what? Working with the team. All right, you have optional side conversation with your allies in the hideout to learn more about them. When a new conversation is available, it will be marked with an icon. Some of these conversations are only available for a limited time. So if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you do it. Let's find out what she's got to say. Starting a revolution. Tell me, Leilani, did you always know you wanted to start a rebellion? Well, no. When I was little, I dreamed about running an inn with a little garden where I could grow vegetables. But I grew up poor and a mage, which means I'm treated like a criminal for something I never chose. So I spent years in hiding. Then I realized I don't want to hide. I want to change things. I always thought Demacia could use a little chaos, tear down the old structures, clear out the swine, and then rebuild a Demacia that works for everyone. Rebuilding. I know it can happen, but lately the only thing I have time to think about is vengeance. We're going to make it real, Sylas. You'll see. Again, more of that contrast between the two of them. One that wants to burn it all down, one that wants to build a better future. Okay, well, we're going to go check out the, what is it called? The mage table, right? But there is, if we walk around a little bit and we just chat with some people, back again, we get some of these cool little dialogue blurbs that, you know, give us this sense that, like, surprised to see you, honestly. That, you know, people really didn't believe we were ever going to come back. That, you know, they just saw us as a, you know, kind of riff-raff that was going to take off and leave them. Also, we need more critical lore here. Had a duck in here the other night. Ordered a tankard and told me to put it on his bill. These are just so cringeworthy. I appreciate the humor. It is actually a really serious story. You know, the idea that these poor mages were persecuted from birth for just the crime of existing. Now, I think you do need to inject a little bit of humor or it gets too dark. Here's a little more for you. I took this job so I could get as far away from my brother as possible. His brother is the other guy manning the door, and apparently he hates him. Don't know why, but he does. All right. Go to the war table. Let's go on our first mission and see if we can't help rescue Kara. Take one of our fighters with you. He'll increase your odds. Ha! Look at this guy. What a sweet face, Lorne. Reporting for duty. This is the war table. Here you can choose which mission Sylas will do next. You will also manage the outlaws. So this game appears to be mission-based, and you select what mission you want to do here. Now, obviously, we can only choose the one. We are progressing the story. We are just at the beginning. Thornbarrow, Leilani's mentor, Kara, has been taken to the Mageseeker headquarters in Thornbarrow. She'll make a useful ally in the fight against Eldred, infiltrate the compound, and search for her. Now, these outlaws, Sylas can choose 2 outlaws to accompany him on a mission and provide benefits. Currently, only Lorne is available. And this is great. Lorne actually boosts our regular attack combo that leaves an area of ice on the ground that does a little AoE. It's awesome. Also, ice spells deal extra damage. So obviously we want to take him. I don't think we have the option not to. Let's see. Back. Yes, we Nope, it looks like it's going to force us to. And then it looks like maybe the more we take them, the more they level up. But, you know, since this is the first mission, we obviously don't have that ability yet. All right, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into it. Good luck out there, Sylas. And remember, if you go looking for Kara, rescuing her and other mages is a priority. Not hunting mage seekers. In my experience, those two goals are never at odds. You and Kara will get along well. She's bloodthirsty too. Ooh, I can't wait to meet her. And we're off. Now, the interesting thing about bringing outlaws with us is that they don't actually show up and fight alongside us, but they are here in that they boost us. Ooh, okay, we've got ourselves a little bit of lore and a cutscene. Let's enjoy it. You summoned me, Lord Eldred? Wisteria. Eldred, thank you, Wisteria. I called for you when I heard that Sylas had escaped the city. I asked for his corpse, but none of the mage seekers in the city could bring it to me. You will succeed where they failed, won't you? I'll lead a squad to find Sylas myself. Are you sure you're up to it with your history? He knew me years ago when we were children. The world shaped us differently. All right, so someone from Sylas's past. It has shaped you into a stronger weapon. In the meantime, you must turn the people against him. They already believe that he killed King Jarvan IV. Then we should accuse him of crimes against the common folk too. Fill the villages and towns with lies about this rogue king killer. The old king disapproved of these tactics, but now he's dead. The younger Jarvan is inexperienced. He should be easier to convince. Do you want Sylas alive or in pieces? Better have him killed on sight. Hold nothing back. I never do. There will be no mage rebellion on my watch. So I have the sense that perhaps Wisteria was also a mage that was recruited by the mage seekers. Seemed to be what they were implying there. And Sylas will beg for mercy on his knees. So perhaps they were both children recruited at the same time. And she just became evil, you know. She was tempted by the, you know, the comforts that the mage seekers offered her as opposed to being disgusted by what they were doing to people. I'm speculating. I don't really know. You know, I'm going to do a little bit of that. I hope you don't mind. Find Kara. Thornbarrow. Shrine to the Veiled. Followers of the Veiled Lady have built shrines around Demacia to worship her. The first time you approach a shrine, Sylas's health will be restored. Use of your potion flask will also be fully restored. You can interact with the altar to change Sylas's equipment. So by equipment, I believe they mean spells. At these shrines, you can also change the spells you have equipped. We don't have any equipment, so we can actually change which spells we use. Now, obviously, I think the smart thing to do is equip Icicle because our outlaw buddy, Lorne, gives us extra ice damage. So this is going to be a little stronger than normal. The King Killer is here. Call the guards. So it seems they're already spreading rumors about evil Sylas. The rumor is spreading. I have a dark reputation now. I wonder if I can use that to my advantage. I just edited out a sneeze. Whew. Allergies are getting to me. All right, we're going to read all of this. Home of the Starwing family, our new farm, safe from war and famine in this land where magic's fangs are blunted. Together we raised these walls with our new countrymen. Dennis Daytree laid the foundation. The brothers Laurent raised the roof. May good fortune and friends bless our home in this new paradise. All right, so some country bumpkins hoping that they can just avoid all of the struggles of, you know, modern life and just live out their days in peace. Guess what? Nope, I have brought the war to you. All right, let's jump in on this guy. Now, here is our ice spell. We can shoot it at him. Ooh, you can't get me. It really didn't do much damage, did it? Let's see. We can use these objects to avoid taking damage. 1, 2, 3. Bam, and we miss, of course, because we're absolute elite gamers. That one's dead. Shoot that at that guy, and shoot that at that guy. There we go. You're not welcome. What? Now, let's see. It's important to look at the map because there are a lot of side little areas. Optional conversations will also be shown here. So let's run over here before we progress forward. Ooh, watch out for the rats. They're so annoying. I like to use my AoE when I can. Did we get them all? Haven't we suffered enough from the mages? Haven't the mages suffered enough from you, actually? And there's a chicken over here. Ooh, we can see a chest. We can't get it. And I fat-fingered a potion. These things happen. I tend to do this once in a while. Don't hate me for it. A lot of soldiers for such a small town. Kara must be an important prisoner. Now, obviously, if we try to go through there, we will get absolutely obliterated. I don't like these odds. I should go another way. Fortunately, they left this staircase right here completely unguarded. Total oversight. Now, look at this. We have a new Mageseeker. We should immediately steal their spell. This spell is actually pretty cool. Let's see if I can... Oop. Now, watch this. If we jump in on this guy and then we hit our spell, it does this little AoE spin thing that allows us to do some damage. But this works both ways. If we jump in on this guy, they can actually cast it on themselves and do damage to us, or capture it or cast it on the people that we're attacking. So be careful. They're tearing up our town. Damn right. And there's just one of me. Let's see. Anything over here? Yes, a chest. We want to make sure we grab this. The more money we collect, the more spells we can unlock. I believe there is one spell back at the base that we haven't unlocked, the one we got from the little frogs. And now we're going to have, after the end of this mission, 2 new spells to unlock. Those are Dauntless Vanguard. We will fight them later. They are a little tricky, but once you understand their patterns, they're not too bad. The Dauntless Vanguard here, they must be guarding something big. And if we can jump down there, but if we run up here, we meet another ally. Your magic, it's powerful. Nia, you're not a Mageseeker, are you? Because I roast Mageseekers for fun. No, I'm with a band of rebels. We could use a strong fire mage like you. Any excuse to torch the Mageseekers is good enough for me. Hey, she is all right. There's a hideout in the forest. That way. Tell them I sent you. All right. New outlaw, Nia, elite fire mage. She has a fire combo that I actually love and I can't wait to use. And she increases our fire damage. So with Lorne and Nia, you now have increased fire and ice damage. Pretty good. These little things will refill our potions like the one I fat-fingered. We could also choose to change right here, but since we are doing extra ice damage, there's no reason not to change. We are going to fight a couple fire mages up ahead, so it makes sense to have ice spell. All right. I'm worried about the hinterlands. I'm worried about the state of your command, Jonas. Every day we hear stories about demons from the common folk. We swept Foss Barrow under the rug for a reason. Blame the mages, walk out clean. But now something is pulling these creatures into populated areas. Your people are supposed to suppress magical intrusions anywhere, anytime. I don't care if it's the Green, Endless, or some dump like Amberfell. You find these demons and take them out. Blame a local mage if you can find one, and if you can't, then just string up a bandit and call them a mage. If you can't do your damn job, then I expect you to turn in that fancy petricite trinket and go back to sponging off your family's estate. And if I hear a single word about this being related to the purges, I will personally ride to your way station and shovel a dismissal letter down your throat. Commander Horatius. Okay, so I like this. It's basically showing us that the Mageseekers are obviously corrupt and they abuse power all the time. All right, look at that. Oop, there's some mages over here. Once we use that on this guy and then punch the crap out of him. That one's stuck in the wall, so we can kind of just ignore him for now. Watch out. Ooh, see, so that's what I'm talking about. We got to be careful about that. He seemed to break out, so we can just hit him with one of those. And we can hit him with another one of those. Oh, he dodged it. What a monster. Got him. All right. Only took one hit. It's that murderer, Sylas. Let's just keep going forward here. Now there's some of these that we can destroy with our heavy attacks. Knock them down. And then before we go north, there is a couple little things that we want to... Well, first we got to deal with these stupid rats. I really, really do not like them. If we come down here, it looks like we can't go below, but it appears that there's a little icon on the ground warning us or letting us know that we can, and we can get ourselves a little silver wing. So let's do it. What a cutie pie. Thanks for joining the team. And then you can actually sneak behind these trees here and grab that chest that we were unable to get earlier. Now we got to deal with these guys. And they should be no trouble. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. Nothing else to see over here. Let's just go. Keep pushing forward. Now, this little area, there's a stairwell over here. I cannot seem to find any secrets or anything except for a little bit of lore and this lady feeding her chickens. It's the escaped prisoner. Save us! They are absolutely terrified of us, running to the soldiers and aristocrats for protection. Those false gods will abandon them in an instant. I really like his language there, calling the Mageseekers and the aristocrats false gods. I think that it might set up a little bit of more storytelling and lore around the idea as well. As we know, the gods in Demacia are gods. You know, the two most powerful forces are probably Morgana and Kale, the twin aspects of justice, who are currently fighting with each other, and that's why there seems to be no justice in Demacia. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look it up. I'll maybe try and find a story or two about it on the League of Legends universe and link it in the description so you can read about it. Anyways, let's read this. A curious thing happened on the road the other day. I came upon a woman in the shade, lamenting her woes. She told me her tale of how her lover was lost in the Western Sea and how she wanted to find some comfort speaking with another again. I must confess, I found her most alluring. Her eyes seemed to glow with an unnatural fire that drew me in. Her lips were reminiscent of the season's ripest berry. 2 pale locks of hair peeked from under her hood, and a locket of bright purple lay on her bosom. She apologized profusely in a melodious tone when her nails cut in a thin line across my cheek. An accident, I'm sure. Oh, what joy I felt to find her, and what excitement to see her again tonight, and with any luck, to feel her caress on my hand again. Really heavily implies they did something a little more than that. The purple locket on her bosom makes me think perhaps it was Morgana. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Let's head forward and fight some more of these guys. All right, our first Dauntless Vanguard. So the King Killer thinks he can fight an army. These guys have a pretty obvious tell. You can just get out of the way. Not like that. Okay, now he's going to do his little special move. You've got to dash over that, and then he has a shield. This is just enough. If you do 3 heavy attacks, it will stun him out. And then you can lay in on him with some damage. Might as well use our magic while we're here. There we go. Even the best armor won't protect swine. Everybody is a swine he really, really hates. I think that it is an unfair comparison to call the Demacians swine. I would never, ever insult pigs in that way. I would never compare the two. Okay, we could change our spell here, but there is no need to. We might as well just keep going forward. Now, another mage. Let's steal their spell. Now, this spell kind of sucks in a way because it will literally follow you forever. You can only avoid it by going behind these little barriers and letting it run into it. That completely just ignored him. I'm pretty sure I was targeted on that guy. Oh, well. All right, moving forward. Now we get to enjoy... does anyone else hear footsteps? Yes, it's me. It's me! Steal that. Shoot it at that guy. Steal that. Shoot it at that guy. He should be dead now. And we can do this again and take care of these guys. I really don't like that spell where they drop the AoE on him. It's super annoying. Oh, don't go hiding behind your friend. You cannot escape me. There we go. Ow. Got him. Got him. Oftentimes I'm trying to do my little 1, 2, 3 combo, and I accidentally hit the X button 4 times. You'll have to forgive me. All right, so we could go left here, but we can also go north. Now, there are 4 enemies that you totally don't need to fight, but you get a little bit of money for fighting these guys, so we might as well, right? Oh, I lied. There's a chest over here. Ouch. That was rude. Hey, you. Die. All right. Good thing we got this chest. I totally missed that the first time I played through this. So there you go. We're learning new things together, team. And then you can see that there's a chest over here, but we have to go all the way around the map to get it. We will try not to miss it. Now, this part is a little frustrating because you have to dash over here, but you've got to deal with these guys. And there are mages off screen that are shooting stuff at you, so just be aware of that. Also, this mage is going to do that, and it's annoying. So let's get over here, kill this guy. Get out of here. Now we're out of fire, but that's okay. We can just use... Remember that if we... so one thing we could do for these is jump on this guy and use this AoE to do a little more damage, but be careful. Let's take that. Whoop. All right, remember, once he does that, you can do... You should have enough time to do 3 heavy attacks and break that shield and then destroy them. You, come here. There we go. Now, we could go north. That is how we get out of here. Oh, actually, it looks like the way is blocked, so we will have to go this way. And we get a little more. It's no use. They'll just capture us again. So a lot of the mages have just been absolutely... their hearts and souls have been broken. It's terrible. It's terrible. In fact, my mother, help me find my mother. I haven't seen the sky since I was a boy, which is a horrifying thought when you think about it. The idea that you've been in prison since you were a small child, absolutely horrifying. So this, let's see, whoop. This spell will help us. No, well, I'm out of money. Out of money, out of mana. Easier probably just to kill these guys. Oof, darn it. Oof. You, come here. All right. Now that the projectile guys are out of the way, I find it's actually easier to actually point my weapon at them and hit them. Oh my gosh. I told you we're here for the story, not for the elite gameplay. Just drink a potion just so that we're not... There we go. Okay. Moving forward. Here we go. Critical ally that we'll set free here. Don't worry. I'll get you all out of there. It appeared to be a magical lock. How interesting. The door. It's opened. Or have I finally gone mad? The guards are dead. Run for the forest. My allies will help you. Who are you? I'm an escaped prisoner too. The Mageseekers deserve death for what they did to us. For every day they kept you here, I'll make them pay with pain. They'll regret locking us up. This kid right here is going to be a critical ally in our fight against Lord Eldred and the Mageseekers. I'm called Ruko. Ruko, you really fighting the Mageseekers? Yes. Follow the others to the woods. It's safe there. No, wait. I want to help. I want to fight. I need to rescue my brother. The Mageseekers tried to recruit us, but we refused. So they put us in prison. I need to find him. You're braver than I, boy. I became a Mageseeker at your age before I realized what it meant. Could the rebellion help me rescue my brother? I'll do anything. I'll kill if I have to. Well, our most important goal is to execute the Mageseeker leader, Lord Eldred. Once Eldred is dead, I'm sure that finding and rescuing your brother will be simple. Great. I'll come with you. Then. Hut? What? No, that's not what I meant. Battle is no place for children. I'm not a child. You have spirit, but you're no soldier. I'll take you as far as the front door. Okay. Well, we got ourselves a little ally. He's going to follow us around. And I believe we have one more chest to get, and it's this way. Let's go. It's down here. Easy enough to miss. Don't miss it. So we have 600. That should be enough to buy every single spell that we've unlocked. But you'll see in a minute, it will make sense to not immediately go buy all the spells because this kid will allow us to upgrade some of our gear. What's all this? It's about the Veiled Lady. Look, there's writing. We have reported sightings of the Veiled Lady, but conflicting evidence of her location. She may possess dark magic and is a potential threat. They think she's real, but she's just a story. If the Mageseekers think she's a threat, then there must be something to the rumors. She sounds dangerous. So are we. Besides, a danger to the Mageseekers is a boon for us. All right. Who do you think they are talking about? I'm pretty positive it's Morgana. All right. Let's heal up. We might as well just keep the same spell because it does extra damage. There's no reason to change to a fire spell. This looks promising. Before I could interrogate the prisoner, the commander ordered us to transport her to Clarion Cove. She says she's too dangerous for us to handle. Clarion Cove, huh? I hope Leilani's ready for a hike. The commander's plan is to experiment with... That is not good. All right, I like the kid goes and immediately hides under the table. He knows when he's outclassed. Now we are going to fight multiple waves of enemies. This is really fun, and I will do my best. Sometimes these guys clip me. Nothing I can really do about that. All right, I like to jump on these guys. Oop, oop, oop. Don't get caught. They actually, you cannot go through them, so be careful. 1, 2, 3, slap. There we go. That slow is actually really, really fantastic if you can land it. All right, here we go. Why don't we just take this guy out right away? Oh, we stole that? Okay, we'll just... we need to get ourselves a little more mana. They've got them cornered, so we might as well just punch them to death. Boom. Boom. Don't get hit. There we go. Those guys are down. Now we got to deal with these guys. That guy just walked right into the wall. Let's steal him and take him out. He is so annoying. There we go. Now remember, if you see them casting, you can actually stun them out of it if you're quick enough. There we go. It also pays not to... Okay, these guys, I think it's best to kill these first, but watch out. We do not want to get caught. These projectiles suck. Hide behind a wall. Look at that. It's so annoying. There we go. That's one. There we go. There we go. And then what do we have here? Okay, so we have 2 of these in the Dauntless Vanguard. I think it makes a lot of sense to kill the ranged guys first because they're going to be very, very annoying. There we go. Dodge over that. Get this guy to attack. And then don't walk into his attack. Ow. Over here, drink this potion, hit him with some of these. Why not? Get him to attack. There we go. He's dead. Now, this guy actually, I find really frustrating. And these 2 Dauntless Vanguards can be a bear to deal with because they start doing that constantly. And you will try to, you know, knock one out of his stun, and you won't be able to. Let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's drink another potion. Now that we have one that's down, probably a good idea to kill this guy as quickly as we can. Dang it, he got his shield up. Okay. There we go. He's dead. Come on, attack. There we go. There we go. Got him. It was messy, but we did it. this looks like a problem. If you have any magic in you, boy, now's the time to use it. I thought you said I wasn't a fighter. This is not the time to argue. Well, no better time to prove me wrong. I really like the little fist bump that Sylas gives right there. Wipe them all out. Why didn't he do that to begin with? It looks like it really took a lot out of him. So, that'll do. Let's bring these letters to Lilani. So, Sylas brought some recruits. Never thought I'd see the day. Wait, is that a child? I'm not a child. I'm 16. Ruko's tougher than he looks. He took out a room full of Mageseekers and Dauntless Vanguard, and I'd do it again. But I have nowhere else to go. Just give me a chance, please. You're home now, Ruko. We'll make sure you stay safe. Sylas, you and I will talk about this later. Any sign of my mentor? We found a note saying they took Kara to Clarion Cove. Clarion Cove? I'll see what our scouts know about the place. In the meantime, you should get some rest. I should go talk to that boy, Ruko, see how he's fitting in. Sylas will meet powerful allies along his journey. These people not only play a fundamental role in the story, but can also help Sylas become stronger. Great! That is exactly what we need. Okay, so we are definitely going to chat with her in a second, but I wanted to say hi to our new recruit and friend, Ruko. Sylas, what do you think? I set up a little forge just like at home. With tools like these, I can make your chains hit harder. Ruko can grant Sylas more slots for spells in exchange for resources, so Sylas can counter more types of enemies with a greater variety of spells. Sylas can unlock power-ups. Most of these will increase Sylas' stats, such as maximum health, while others unlock special skills. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is our little skill tree. It's pretty small right now, but I think it's pretty awesome. We can unlock an extra spell right here, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't, because having 2 spells is better than 1. We can also eventually increase our physical attack, our magic damage, and our health. And there is no reason to not do any of these. I guess there is probably a little bit. These get expensive, right? 1,000 each. That's a lot, right? So there is probably some build variety that you can focus on, and we'll explore that a little bit as we get further into the game. We might want to go with health. I mean, I'm playing on the normal difficulty. Losing health doesn't seem to be a problem, but we might want to focus on doing more magic damage as opposed to physical damage. I like to do both, so we'll see. Sylas, I asked the scouts about Clarion Cove, the place they took Kara. If rumors are true, Chief Scientist Hesbeth has a laboratory there. Hesbeth, Eldrin's craven lapdog? When I was a child, the other Mageseekers would only whisper about him. When they send mages to his laboratory, we never see them again. Do you think he's experimenting on Kara? He must be. We have to act fast. When you're ready, come meet me at the planning table. Okay, and I want to, we will wrap up this video in just a second, but it looked like there was a little bit of new conversation with her, and I wanted to chat with her. We can also look and see if we can afford any new spells. So these are 100 each, and we have 2 new ones. We have Gust, that's the one that swirls around us, and then we have this one. I like this spell a lot. Sap Beam. And so we'll hold off, and maybe we won't hold off. I will probably just buy this spell. I don't use this one, so I'm not going to buy it, but I'm definitely going to buy this spell now that I think about it for more than a second, because I like this spell a lot, and I'm sure we'll face more of those guys in the future. Good to have. Okay, let's see what Lilani has to say here. Background. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm from Dregbourne, Lilani, but where did you come from? I'm from a little village not far from here, where my grandmother grew up. She was a fire mage, which was dead useful when you needed to make dinner for 11 old scraps. 11 from old scraps. That's a big family. I only knew my parents. I'm sure I gave them plenty of trouble. Even when we barely had a meal to share between us, we had fun. My aunts and uncles distracted us with games. We were always laughing and singing, banging on pots and pans. So what happened? I left home after my grandmother died. I was the last mage in the family, and it wasn't safe for them. I haven't been back since. But now you're leading a movement. I'll bet your family would be proud. When we reshape Demacia, families won't need to be separated like this. I know I'll see them again. We just have to do a little work first. Okay, I really liked reading that because what does that imply right there? Well, it implies that there are lots and lots of families in Demacia that have mages in their immediate family, and they realize that they're not a threat at all. You know, grandma was a mage and she cooked with, her fire, and there was no reason to be scared of her, right? So I think there are probably lots and lots of normal people, non-mages in Demacia that feel the same way, but are so terrified of the Mageseekers and the oppressive rule of the Kingdom of Demacia that they're just too scared to speak up. Because if they are found out to be harboring mages, well, they probably face some of the same fate. So this is the real oppression that not just mages, but everyone is experiencing in Demacia. Okay, revenge. So I'm curious, what's your revenge story? My what? Come on, Lilani. Everyone has a revenge story. Someone we want to get even with. I had a warden who loved to terrorize his prisoners. He would knock his staff against the wall, knock knock, when I was trying to sleep. One day, I'll sneak into his chambers and knock my chains against his wall. And when he wakes up, sweating, I'll knock my chains into his head. So what's yours? I don't have a revenge story. That's not really something I dream about. Then why in the name of the gods are you leading a mage rebellion? I want to live in a world with free mages. That's why I'm here. You do know some of us join rebellion specifically so we can knock some Mageseeker heads in? Why do you think I picked you? I'm not against targeted strategic violence. It's awesome. But I'm here for the world we'll get to live in when all the revenge is over. Retribution is less exciting for me. I suppose that's why you're the leader and I'm the head knocker. All right. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Does Ruko have... I don't think he has any... Oh, yes, he does. Let's chat with him really quick. Fighting skills. You have some talent in battle, boy. How did you learn to use your magic that way? When he was alive, my dad didn't want me to fight. He taught us to hide instead. But when wild animals came for the sheep, everyone in town would help guard the fields. So I'd be on my own all night. Sounds like a good time to practice. We used torches to scare them off, so I wasn't the only one leaving burned grass behind. Smart man, but remember. Yeah, I know. Lilani thinks I'm too young to fight. But I'm older than you were when you were sent to prison. I'm only telling you to be careful, or Lilani will have my hide for bringing you into danger. I think that he is probably going to be just fine. Family. You must miss your family, boy. If you ever want to go back to them, there's nowhere to go. The Mageseekers took my brother. He's all I have left. That's terrible. Is your brother a mage too? We were all mages, but we were really good at hiding it. My dad taught us how. Ugh. We suppressed our powers. We watched for Mageseekers. Every day we pretended we were normal. But they still found us. The Mageseekers are relentless. It wasn't your fault. They tried to recruit my brother and I. They promised us freedom, but I just couldn't. And you were a stronger man than me, Ruko. Besides, their bargains are lies. Nothing you did would have stopped them. We're going to get your brother back once we take down Eldred. We'd better. Oh my gosh. Such tragedy. It makes me feel so sad that he lost his whole family for just the crime of existing. Ugh. All right. Well, this motivates me to fight through even more. Folks, I appreciate you so much for watching till the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you have to think, what you have to say about, the battle that's going on in Demacia, the war between the mages. I'm really interested in this idea that there are lots and lots of normal non-mages in Demacia that aren't afraid of mages and believe wholeheartedly that mages should be free, but are too scared to say anything for fear of retribution. This is one of the ways that power structures, control people is through fear. Not just the persecuted minority, but anybody that dares to even show an ounce of compassion to them. And with that being said, just know I appreciate you, and I'll bid you farewell, and I really hope to see you next time.